Ladies and gentlemen and all Wolverine fans, welcome back to Griswold High School here on this chilly Thursday night for the matchup between the visiting Lyman Bulldogs and your Griswold Wolverines. To my left tonight, as we can see on our telestrator, look at that. No, look right there. Look, see that? That's nice.
There's a camera right there.
To my left, your right tonight, is my student and color man for tonight, Mr. Ryan Palillo. Ryan, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Mr. Churchill. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm not hearing a whole lot of you, so we're going to mess with some dials real quickly to make sure that everybody can hear Mr. Palillo tonight. The Wolverines come back from a short road trip out to see Wyndham 2 nights ago, come home with a victory, and they're looking to take on the Bulldogs tonight. We don't get to see a whole lot of Lyman during the school year, but it's always nice when the Bulldogs come to town. We'll see what we can do. Looking forward to a hard-fought and scrappy game.
As am I.
Good, Rye. Talk a little bit. I'm going to try to get some volume in here.
Well, let's see. Other news around sports. I hear they're trying to start up a track season. Just had conditioning started today. Hopefully by the end of March, we can get a track season. That would be wonderful.
For the spring, we're talking. Oh, boy,
yeah,
I hope so.
Outdoor track, we need it.
I'm hoping with the COVID numbers dropping and the fact that all those spring sports are outside that we can really finally get into a good season. But we are just a minute away. We're a minute away from being in the middle of a great basketball season where we're going to see our Griswold Wolverines take on the visiting Lyman Bulldogs. And we're going to step away just for a minute. As soon as E-Dog gives us the introductions.
And now, the starting lineup for the visiting Lyman Bulldogs. Guard, number 1, Guard, number 2, Justin Stewart. Guard, number 3, David Lopez. Guard, number 20, Dennis Murphy. Number 42, Ben Garrett. Assisted by Aaron Lorenzo, 1-4 record. And now, the starting lineup for the hometown Griswold Wolverines. Number 1, Lucas Strange. Center, number 44, Tyler Reed. Guard, number 10, Gavin Dudico. Guard, number 2, Jacob Strange. And finally, guard, number 11, Evan Merchant. Head coach is Ron Lesky, assisted by Josh Adams, 2 and 3. And now, everybody rise up and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And there it is, Ryan, my favorite song in the world. It's a beauty. I still get chills when I hear our nation's song.
And a familiar sounding recording of it as well.
Absolutely. Hey, for those of you out there, you know E-Dog, right, Ryan?
Of course I do.
Who doesn't know E-Dog? For those of you who don't know E-Dog, the gentleman that just announced the starting lineups, he is a Griswold High School alum. I believe he graduated 2 years ago, I believe. And the greatest thing, he did this for a lot of years here, and the greatest thing about E-Dog is he has just a regular old Connecticut accent when you're talking to him on the street. But as soon as he starts announcing, he puts on a Rhode Island accent. I don't get it, because everybody's starting at God. Starting at God. No, but I'm like, E-Dog, why do that? Well, my family comes from Rhode Island.
He's got a natural showman voice.
He is something, I tell you. And believe it or not, he has perfect pitch.
Yes, so.
All right, Griswold wins the toss. The Bulldogs are picking up in man. Griswold looking for the lob into green down low. Lucas Strain takes the ball up top, swings it to his brother Jacob. They find Evan Merchant in the corner, who takes it back to the top of the key to reset. I'll get to the starting lineups again for a moment, because I'm sure you couldn't understand the announcer with this ringy Jim. So in just a moment, I'll give it to you again. Merchant swings it to Strain in the corner, back to Merchant, top of the key. Green attempting to set some screens and rolling. Now Lucas takes it to the hole, righty layup, he gets it.
Lucas Strain muscles his way through for the first points of the night.
Absolutely, Wolverines come out no pressure. They're picking up half-court man, as they usually do. Yep. Jacob reached a little bit too much on that one. Didn't quite move his feet enough, and they got him. Ball's going to come in for the Bulldogs on this side. If you didn't understand the announcer, starting for the Wolverines, number 1, Lucas Strain. Number 2, Jacob Strain, his twin brother. Number 10, Gavin D'Amico. Number 11, Evan Merchant, who's up right now for ECC Player of the Week for his performance last week, racking up 26 points. And finally, the big fella, the senior, Tyler Green, number 44. Kicking it to the outside. Bulldogs take a shot from the corner. Can't make it fall. And Lucas taking it up the middle. Leading the fast break. Jacob from the wing rattles in and out. Couldn't get it to fall. The big fella has it. He's going to try to take it back up, but couldn't. Kicks it back out to Lucas. And they're swinging again. Merchant, heat check from last week, and it appears he's still on fire. Sophomore Evan Merchant starts his day off with the 3.
Evan Merchant is making a good case these past couple of games to be a top scoring option for Griswold.
Yeah, I would agree.
Very exciting to watch.
Jacobs leading the fast break, gives it over to his brother Lucas, tries to take baseline, can't do it, swings it hard to Merchant. He's going to try it from the other side. Good golly. Good golly. Yep.
Evan Merchant,
and
6 points in 2 minutes.
If you can read body language on the Lyman coach, it was one of those shoulder shrugs. He's like, I told you. We talked about him. The kid is up for ECC Player of the Week. We talked about him. He can shoot, and he just got 2 wide open looks. So, you know, there's a reason the Lyman coach probably has a bald head. I feel his pain. Frustration.
It comes with coaching Lyman.
That's it.
Big guys.
You know, Merchant's on the floor. You know he can shoot. Let's leave him wide alone and wide open and find out if he actually can sink a couple. 6 points later, timeout. Wolverines off to a vicious start, 8-0 against the Bulldogs. Ryan and I are going to try to talk as clearly as we can tonight. Again, we have masks on, so if we sound like a remix of Darth Vader, that's because we're trying to breathe through these things and talk at the same time.
Not easy to mask, let alone the gym.
That is correct. All right, the Bulldogs are going to take it in. 84 feet away from their hoop. The Wolverines going to pick up in man once they cross half court. Tuat swings it into the corner, drops it off to number 1, Lucy. He resets it at the top of the key, makes a careless pass but gets away with it. Number 3 on the low box, sees Green coming at him and thinks better of it, launches it out to number 1, drains the 3 from the corner. Dylan Lucy for 3. The Bulldogs are on the board. Unfazed, Lucas Strain brings it up, kicks it to his brother, screening away. The big fellow rolling down the lane, not able to convert. D'Amico fighting hard for the boards, still fighting hard for the boards. Drops it to Merchant, and he gets a little bunny, assisted by Jacob Strain. Merchant already up to 8 points in the game.
Merchant seeming to score from anywhere tonight. We're not even halfway through this first quarter, and he's already putting on a show.
Yeah, absolutely. Ben Darrow had the ball in the low block and saw Green standing behind him and kicked it back out again. Number 1, Dylan Lucy taking it up, but our number 1, Lucas Strain, picks up with a tight man, kicks it over to the wing. Green comes down with the rebound and is looking to kick. Gets it out to Lucas. Lucas in no hurry to be bringing the ball up the court. They kick it to Merchant on the wing. They're running back screening motion offense, as you would do against the man-to-man. Moving around the outside, cutting and kicking. Lucas finds a beautiful baseline pass to Green, rims out, and that's going to be blue ball going down. Last touch by the big fella, Tyler Green.
And Lucas Strain made a great hustle play right there, grabbing his own rebound.
Yeah, sure did.
Again, it can't go without notice the athleticism of this Griswold team. They're always fun to watch.
Merchant comes up with the rebound, tries to dribble out himself, gets his pocket picked, and the Bulldogs are on the attack. They dump it down.
Whoa, great block by Merchant.
Merchant makes up for his mistake, says not in my house. Comes across the lane. The Wolverines are back on the offensive end of the floor. Lucas Strain has it at the top of the key, and they're running their motion offense. Jacob takes a look from the corner, doesn't like it. Takes it out to the top of the key. Finds Merchant, gets stonewalled at the elbow, and it keeps swinging. Handoff to Lucas Strain, and he resets. Try to take another look. Luckily, there's no shot clock in high school basketball. But they're being patient, and they're organized. Lucas for 3, rattles in and out. Jacob fights for it, but it falls in the hands of a Lyman player. Number 3, Jaden Lopez, brings him down. The Bulldogs are definitely, wow, great.
Oh, great hustle.
Great hustle.
And great defense by Tyler Green.
Yep. Possible fast break, couldn't quite get it. Yeah, we got to have something there. Yeah, that's a close one. That's an iffy, but I can see it. The Lyman kid had his feet planted. I don't think there was a whole ton of contact, but he did the right thing.
He definitely did a good job at drawing that charge out.
And I think drawing is the appropriate word. And we are at mask break time, Ryan.
Mask break, the best part of the night.
You have.
Well, mask break for them, not for us, obviously.
Of course. And for those of you watching your first game of the season now in COVID rules, each team is given a mask break halfway through each quarter, not to be used as a timeout for any coaching, just an opportunity to get a drink, get away from each other for a minute, take the mask down, get some O2, and it's a 60-second break. But as you've heard us refer, Ryan, our man, number 11, Evan Merchant, is up for ECC Player of the Week.
That's true. Evan Merchant nominated for his last week performance over a span of 2 games. I believe he had 20-something points. If you're watching today, you can obviously see. So if you open your phone right now, you go to www.eccathletics.org. Again, that's www.eccathletics.org. You can vote for Evan Merchant, ECC Athlete of the Week.
And voting closes tonight, does it not,
That
Ryan?
is true. It does close tonight.
Yeah.
And
I believe it does. So now's the perfect time. He's certainly earning it with his first quarter's worth of play tonight.
That is true.
Let's get the kid an award.
And not to be dishonest or anything, but I hear if you vote on multiple devices, they will all count. So just remember that.
I only voted once, but
Just remember that.
got to be a joke in there somewhere. But we'll leave that alone. All right, the Bulldogs are coming down the floor. Number 2, Justin Thuat has it, kicks it over to the wing. Back to Thuat, top of the key. 14 flashes high. Now that Green is out of the game, they may try to take a shot at the inside, but they've been very intimidated by his presence so far. They have not wanted to do anything in the paint or the low block. Thuat with a runner in the paint, gets his own rebound, kicks it out. The possession is still alive for Lyman. They reset, and the Wolverines are in a 2-3 zone. They've jumped out of their man-to-man, give them a different look. Got to be more than one ticket to that dance. That was a walk, not called.
Good defense. D'Amico and Rude, you know, they may not be as big as Green, but they're definitely playing.
You know what?
They're playing like they are.
D'Amico's not afraid of anything.
Those boys are fearless out there. Look at that. Defense in the paint, comes right back and plays the wing.
Swings it over to Jacob, thinking about a three from the left wing. Kicks it across. Oh, and we get a three. Just off the back rim. Dylan Lacey, no, not Dylan Lacey, my bad. That's Lopez at the point. And we're gonna get a 3-shot foul, I do believe. Kyle Rude went flying out to guard Shooter, and his momentum couldn't stop him from trucking the kid, really.
I mean, hey, that's a...
I'm not sure what the signal would be by the official to the table to call a trucking foul, but that's what, you know, if you're gonna foul him, they're all worth one, so you might as well get your money's worth, right?
That is true. Might want to consider playing football in the fall.
I do. Dylan Lacey is at the line for the Bulldogs, shooting the second of his 3 foul shots. He hits the second, missed the first. Still going to be interested to see if the Wolverines face any full court pressure here, if it's a make. And it is a make. The Bulldogs are going to pick up. Nope, they are dropping back. Jacob Strain getting a rest. Merchant, number 11, coming back in. It's nice to have these kind of interchangeable pieces. You got basically the same body type and the same skill level between 4 or 5 different players on this team. So it's a nice rotation for Coach.
That definitely makes Coach Muskie's job a little bit easier.
Strain has it on the top of the key, kicks it to the corner.
Little give and go.
Yeah, Root has it at the elbow. They find Lucas with his neon green sneaks. Root driving, kicks it. They're being very patient.
That's in another 3. Can't get it to fall.
Ball rebounded by Lyman. Wolverines have picked up in man again. Continuously changing the look for the Bulldogs. Off a Lyman player. A lot of times, Ryan, coaches will say something like, all right, we're going to be in a 23 on a miss and a man on a make, stuff like that. So the players know that they can interchange between 2 different defenses, and they already have the signal for what it's going to be. If we made it, we're in zone. If we're not, we're picking up man. All right, Lucas Lee Comley brings it up.
It's always great having you up here, you know, as a someone with coaching experience in basketball.
You call me old?
No, I would never.
Well, you'd be right. D'Amico and Strain were playing catch for a while. Green's back in, sets the screen.
Oh, right through the legs of Evan Merchant.
Oh, that's going to be an E6. E6 right through the legs of the shortstop. That's all right. He'll make up for it.
You know,
we got 5 seconds left. Let's see if the Bulldogs identify it and can get a decent shot off. We got some subs coming in. Jeff Souvenance just came to the table. Did we get those T-shirts printed up for him yet? AJ and I were talking about making T-shirts for Souvenance because he keeps hitting buzzer beaters.
Did he hit one last game?
Yeah, well, not buzzer at the end of the game, buzzer at the end of the half.
I do remember the one he had against Plainfield not too long ago.
Yeah. All right,
Got me out of my seat.
We are in 100 man, full court man. They pick up, clock's ticking, no stupid fouls. Green bothers the shot. Number 3, Lopez, makes a valiant effort, gets himself a decent look, tries a runner from the foul line, but the big fella, Tyler Green, comes over and alters the shot just a little bit. Here we are at the end of the first quarter, and it's time for Swagness.
The Griswold fundraising catalog.
Let's
you know I love it.
Sell some swag.
Let's take a look.
Where does this money go, Ryan? Who gets this cash?
Oh, you know it goes straight to the kids, the student athletes at Griswold High School who have had many seasons taken away from them. And on the fundraiser catalog, if you look on the screens right now, you can see number two, a sleeveless hoodie. If the guns have to come out, you know.
Not my guns. Someone will ask me if I got a thread hanging off my shirt. If my arms go out there. Come on, man. Yeah. We got an update from the booth. Our ladies JV team lost 18-14 to Lyman on the away half of this head-to-head. Wherever the gentlemen are playing, the ladies are playing in the opposite site, and vice versa, of course. Here we go, starting the second quarter. The Wolverines have doubled up the Bulldogs to this point, 10-5. And a lot of it's been on the back of Evan Merchant.
That is true. Merchant right now is sitting on 8 healthy points right now out of the 10.
8 of the 10. That's
8 of
right.
the 10.
How are you in math? Is that 80%?
It might be.
31.
I'm scraping by.
Tried the alley-oop. I wanted to see him hanging from the rim, but he did miss the layup. Nice jumper by Lopez. No good. Big Tyler Green gets it, and Merchant pushing the pace. He's going to take number 1 off the dribble, and he was about to until one gave him the old hip check.
And, you know, you almost got to hope. Sorry, not hope. You have to wonder if that was intentional, because that was a wide open player on the wing I saw.
Well,
my angle might not be the best.
If you can't stop him, you might as well foul him.
Gotta do anything you can in the
Merchant just got the burst of speed, and number 1 wasn't ready for it. Here we go, number 10. Got the Miko swinging it around. Oh, nice look. Nice look. Lucas Strain drops a dime to Tyler Green.
Great pass and a great finish.
Oh, finishes it up. We're going to get the big fella to dunk one of these. Can he dunk? I think he can. I think he can.
I mean, look at him. If anyone in this gym can, it'd be him.
Yeah, probably. All right, we got the trap on in the corner. Comes back out. Bulldogs settle it back down. Goes out to Lopez at the top of the key. He's calling a motion offense because the Wolverines are still in a tight man. He's taking it himself.
Ooh.
Challenged by Merchant, and Lopez puts it right in.
The mid-range shot.
That was a nice jumper.
Gotta hand it to him.
Jacob Strain taking it to the top of the key. Ooh, tough swing pass.
Oh. Looks like a Lyman player was hit in the lower regions. Hate to see that.
The nether regions. That's never fun.
No, most
That's
certainly not.
never fun. But I do need some altos for my choir, so.
Well, you might have just gained a new one.
That's bad. That's terrible. All right, Jacobs on the left wing. Watching the cutter go through. Swings it back to Jacob. Kicks it over to his brother. Lucas got it to the top. Swings it to Merchant on the wing. They're trying to see if they can get the lob in to the big boy. Strain tries it from the corner. Jacob front rins it. Rebound by Lyman. Number 1, Lucy leads the charge. Dumps it in the corner for an attempted 3. D'Amico with the rebound. Kicks it to Lucas Strain. Leading the fast break. The defense has not yet set. Should open up a shot for us. Merchant for 3. Back rims it, but I think he got fouled. It looks like
the 3 free throws.
It looks like Mr. Merchant will be going to the line for 3. You know, Ryan, even since the last time we've called the game together, this guy, our guys team has, our girls team too, but this team has really seemed to settle down, and that inexperience that they were showing early, granted it was after a very short training camp, but they were showing early, seems to be going away. The puppies are getting a little bit seasoned now.
Oh no, yeah, you are correct 100%. I was thinking watching that first quarter. Compared to the previous game against Plainfield, I mean, the offense looks composed. They're taking their time. They're forming plays. I mean, Coach Messi's got a plan.
You know how many times tonight have they gotten the defensive rebound and taken a look instead of just started the track meet down the court? Really good looks at Merchants. Oh, here we go. Now we got some pressure. Now we got some full court pressure to change it up. Yep. I'm sure that was a call from coach on a make. We go to the press. Now we've dropped back. Oh, 3 with a nice pass. Dumps it down. Green couldn't affect that one, but Justin Tuat for 2. That's going to be white ball. The ball movement by the Wolverines is nullifying a pretty good Lyman defense. The Wolverines are getting some good shot looks. Lucas is bringing it in here.
That is true. This game on both sides seems to be a very tight defensive battle. Only Evan Merchant seemingly has been able to to make plays out here. Oh, and speaking of Evan Merchant.
Good luck on calling that one.
Absorbs a big hit, yeah.
That was just a train wreck. And that's going to be Merchant's second, I believe, or it might be his third. We're going to wait to see the number change on the board, but if that's his third, I doubt we're going to see him for the rest of the half. He may get the seatbelt until after halftime. Waiting to see the number change on the board, and it has not. So that might be Merchant's second. So second, you can leave him on the floor. Third, have a seat, son. Your half's over. Not a lot of scoring here in the second quarter. I think the Wolverines have only put up 4 points here in just over 4 minutes, and again also for Lyman only 4.
The same. Evan Merchant leading the leading scorer for the Griswold Wolverines with 10 points. Those free throws put him over the double-digit mark.
No, Merchant got the seatbelt. He's having a seat with his second foul.
They're saving the weapon for that.
Saving the legs. Lopez again launches it up. Jacob Strain comes down with the board, and he's looking down court. Not a lot open, so we're going to set it up. Lucas will get the offense running from the top. Goes to Jacob at the corner. Green on the top of the key, gives it back to Jacob. Jacob's going to set up just inside the three-point arc. Low line drive shot, can't get it to go. Lyman's ball coming down. Lopez has the ball, leading the fast break. Nothing on the fast break. They're going to set up.
Lyman wasting no time to get their offense set up.
Boy, every time Lopez has the ball, he's looking at that rim. There's not, ooh. He's got him in a push. I didn't see it, but
you know how.
I didn't see it, but that's all right. He's getting paid to be here. I'm not, so let him make all the tough calls. All right, ball coming in inside out for the Bulldogs. They get it back over half court, which of course is okay. That's not a back court if you're on an inbound pass. Screen up top. Number 2, Tuat brings it around to Lopez. Again, eyeing the ball, eyeing the hoop. Jacob comes down with it. He's trying to lead he does not have numbers. Good idea. Good idea, Jake. Swings it over to his brother Lucas for 3. Rims it out. The big fella gets the board. No, that was not over the back, coach. He's just that much taller than your kid. It's a scrum in the lane. And Lopez leading the fast break for the Bulldogs. Coming down. Oh, wow. That went in. I don't even know what to call that, but that went in.
He threw that over the Great Wall of China to get that one in.
That was a triple shimmy shake drop step, chuck it up over the 6'7" kid. That was something. I hope we can rewind that. I'd like to see that again. I'm going to steal that one for my playground game.
I'm sure you have many of those.
Not many, no. And if it is, it's against my 12-year-old daughter. But I never let her win. I want you to know that. She cheats
keep it close. But
she cheats at pig like nothing I've ever seen. She makes me do the stupidest shots till I'm too embarrassed to even do them, so I quit.
Put on a dress, nothing but net.
It's not far from that. It really isn't. It's crazy. All right, Dad, now you have to do a pirouette and do a dipsy-do and a split and then shoot it with your left hand, miss, get your own rebound, shoot it. It's terrible. I just quit.
I'm sure 30 years ago you could have done this.
Well, I can do it now. I just don't. If nobody's looking, I mean, it's terrible. My hips don't even work, for God's sakes. All right, we are at the mask break. We are at the mask break, and we're And we're just getting word, Ryan, that we are working in the right direction to come back here 4 days a week
That is
at Griswold
true.
High. And from what I understand, and that the superintendent informed us, that's going to happen toward the end of March. So, from the student perspective, what do you think about getting back in? You want to get back in the classroom, or are you pretty happy with the long distance stuff?
Oh, I 100% want to get back in the classroom. I have the students at Griswold High School have an option of going fully remote or in person for as much in person as they can. I opt to go in person, which means I go Thursday and Friday. I would love to go Monday, Tuesday because let me tell you, from a student's perspective, it is a lot harder to stay engaged sitting in your bed all day.
So true. Teacher's perspective too.
Oh yeah, I believe you 100%.
All right, drops to the big boy. Can't convert on the layup. And the Bulldogs are off and running. Drops it down to number 14. He's in the paint, loses it out of bounds. That's going to be Griswold ball.
Off the hands of Russo. Tyler Green taking a seat.
Kyle Rude coming in for the Wolverines. On the floor also Tommy Matson, Lucas Strain, Jacob Strain, and Gavin D'Amico. D'Amico thinking about a three. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he may
went up and down.
He may have gotten rid of that pass quickly enough, but it was close enough to deserve a whistle. All right, number 31 for the Bulldogs coming in. I think it's 30. Do my old eyes deceive me? 31. Yeah, Dalen Griffin is coming in.
with a nice set of hair too.
It is impressive.
Nice set of hair.
I mean, I'm impressed by any set of hair, but that's Griffin goes up. Can't finish.
Jacob Strain has been all over the boards tonight.
He really has.
He has.
He really is.
He gets up there.
He sure does. You know, for a kid that looks like he weighs about $140, he's getting down there and he's muscling. I'm telling you, it's from the battle royals that the four brothers have when they're home in the Strain household. Oh, Tommy Matson has the right idea. He wanted to see D'Amico roll. After the pass goes astray, D'Amico knows that he should have rolled, but that's okay. All right, Merchant's back in. We're in the 2-2-1 zone press. See if we can put a little pressure on the Bulldogs. They break it pretty easily. No trap comes, and they reset. Now we're staying. Swinging it around the horn. Yep, they're a
Good
little
defense by Kyle Rude.
Yeah, sure thing. You know, they see Green come out. They see Green come out, and they think they're going to have a lot easier time dropping the ball to the low box. And, you know, Kyle Rude's not tall, but he's a monster. And I tell you, since our man Dalen Griffin has checked in, he's been making his presence felt. Been getting a couple rebounds, been to the line a few times. Lopez comes back in for the Bulldogs, accompanied by Jared Russo. Oh, Dalen knocks down one of two. It's a 2-point game, kids, if we weren't paying attention. It's now 14-12 Wolverines, and not anymore. Merchant comes in, drives baseline for two. 2-2-1 press.
Ooh, Evan Merchant gets a
Jeff
hand on it. And Suvenance. Oh.
Yeah, it's a kickball. Suvenance had the idea to drop it down to Merchant. Didn't probably one dribble too late, but fortunately for the Wolverines, it was a kickball.
And that was a good defensive read by Merchant. Always keeping that head in the swivel.
Lyman trying to take the inbounds. That sneaky cat. Jacob with a good V-cut. Opens up. Gets it to Merchant, top of the key. Swings it over to Lucas. Lucas nice and patient. Setting something up. Pops it over to Suvenance. Suvenance swings it to Strain. Jacob takes it to the top of the key. Nice look.
Merchant
Breaks free. Backdoor cut Merchant. Outstanding pass. I believe that was Lucas Strain that dumped that in. Kid's got eyes in his back of his head. 31's taking it in. He steps under, and yes, sir, that is a charge. Lucas steps under, plants his feet,
Fired up after that charge.
and takes the charge. The charge, the best foul in basketball, takes points off the board, and it's a possession change. Lucas Strain, headsy move. Suvanant's taking it into Lucas. Suvanant's getting some early run here in the second quarter. Is that going to be on the floor? That's going to be a block. It looked like Merchant might have been leading with that snow plowing with that left elbow, but they determined to block. And they are not in the bonus yet, so that is going to be side out.
I'm sure the last thing Evan Merchant wants in the first half is his third foul.
Merchant in the corner. Suvanants thinks about it from three, drives, kicks it back to Merchant. Merchant swings it over to Jacob, swings it to Lucas. Top of the key, handoff back to Lucas. He drives, kicked it to Merchant. Merchant thinking about a three.
Merchant,
and butter.
a three?
Oh, he
Goodness.
He must be butter because he's on a roll. That's unbelievable.
That's 17 points now for Merchant.
Merchant is in fuego. Great steal. Drops it down to Jacob.
Jacob Strain.
You're going to need a timeout, Coach. We got 30 seconds left. They're just trying to last the half. The Wolverines are pouring it on. Breakaway. Dalen gets it. Gets
And
blocked by
great defense by
Batine.
Lucas Strain.
It's coming up to Merchant. Merchant behind the back pass. Gets picked. I don't know what that was. Kind of a travel-ish. I thought when you fell to the ground with possession it would be a travel, but, you know, it's the Wild West, baby.
I need a mental break those last 30 seconds. Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to have to shut off my mic and breathe a little bit. I didn't bring that's pretty funny. I didn't bring my inhaler. This is going to be terrible. Yeah, funny joke from the booth. Yeah, due to COVID, nobody can travel anymore, so that's why we're not getting them called. Full credit to Kyle Gunderman on that. Lucas finding his brother. Swings it back to Lucas. We got all of 15 seconds left. I'm sure Coach is well aware of that, and they're playing for last shot. Lucas kicks it to Jacob. Jacob up fakes. He can finish it off. Gets his own rebound for two. Lyman didn't need to shoot that, but they did. Oh, my, what a surge by the Wolverines to end the first half.
Just as the first half was closing, it looked like a close game. Griswold explodes.
I'm telling you, the Bulldogs were sniffing, but the Wolverines said, yeah, no thanks. The gas pedal's on the right, and here we go. Holy cow. They opened a fresh can for the last 2 minutes of the first half, and at the end of the first half, we have Griswold 25 and the Lyman Bulldogs 12. I tell you, Ryan, when Griswold has it cooking, it doesn't look like Lyman can stay with them. We hope that that energy stays up for the second half.
Indeed we do, and I'm sure Evan Merchant would love to continue the game he's having. 17 points in one half alone.
He's got 17 already?
Oh, yeah, 17 points. 17 to 25. You good at math?
That kid, no, I can count to 4. I'm a music teacher. That kid is in fuego. He is on fire tonight. Good for him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the half. We're at the half, 25-12. Our Wolverines in the lead. We're going to take a short break, and we will be back with just around 2 minutes left to go during halftime to watch the second half. Please tune back in with us and join us on GSPN Griswold Sports Network. We'll see you in a few.
Can't say that
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We got about 1:35 left on the clock in halftime, and I just needed to get my own mask break, Ryan. I had to step away. That was quite a fiery end to the second quarter. I mean, how exciting was that?
That was most certainly an exciting is an understatement of the last 45 seconds of the first half of Griswold versus Lyman.
Right, and friends at home, if you couldn't understand a word we were saying for about a minute and a half, we were just chuckling about that because we were just both talking over each other and yelling at the top of our lungs and merchant this and strain that. And
words couldn't even begin to describe what was going on.
It really couldn't, and it was just such a fun run, and for all 6 people in the gym, it was pretty exciting. It was pretty good. I'm
sure all the JV kids in the bleachers were losing their minds.
Yeah, and we were.
And us.
And we were.
we were, as you could tell.
And hopefully the folks at home were. I can already see Evan's mom, Kristen, freaking out and running all over the living room cheering. I can already see that, and I'm sure grandfather Kevin Merchant of Jewett City Savings Bank. That's Evan's grandfather. And I'm sure they were all freaking out. He's got 17 points already. All right, we're getting ready to kick off the second half. The Wolverines are coming out with their original starting 5. D'Amico, Lucas Strain, Jacob Strain, Evan Merchant, and Tyler Green, the lone senior on the squad. It is side out for the Wolverines, and it is in the hands of the point guard, Lucas Strain. The Bulldogs are still in their man-to-man. Green tried to roll down the lane looking for the lob, and it was tipped by a blue jersey. That's going to be Griswold ball underneath the hoop. Look for Shooter in the wing here. You got Lucas bringing it out. The lob goes in. It's going to go to Shooter in the wing. And the option to that is to dump it onto the low block to Cutter, and they did. Jacob Strain gets his shot blocked. Don't reach. You're a long way away. Don't reach. There we go. Coming down, Lopez kicks it down to Lucy. Lucy trying to lead the fast break for the Bulldogs, and they settle it in. All the Wolverines in excellent defensive posture. They're low. They're ready to move. Look at that bunch that's on the ground on the court right now, Ryan. That's an athletic pack of kids.
Oh yeah.
It is Lopez from the corner.
To say the least.
Yeah, Lopez from the corner falls short. Point guard gets the rebound. Lucas kicks it ahead. Gets easily
intercepted.
Picked. Had a good idea. Was probably one dribble too late on that pass. Lucy came through and got it. It swings around. Tuat kicks it to Lopez in the corner. Lopez drives baseline, kicks it all the way back up. It's swinging around. Lucy wants that 3.
Tight defense by the Wolverines.
It sure is.
Tries to challenge the post.
About 4 different things just happened. That was a travel, followed by a foul, followed by a jump ball, and I thought jump ball was the least likely thing to get called. But again, who am I?
Just some guys in the booth.
Just 2 schleps in the booth. All right, Dylan Lucy bringing it in for the Bulldogs. They're screening high. Lopez coming around and going to try to get Shooter in the corner. Strain is there to stonewall that. Driving in, Green says, oh.
Gets the foul called.
If they got Green on that, I think that's pretty shady.
Yeah, I don't
No, that was D'Amico, right?
No, that was, I think that was certainly Green. Or did they call it?
No, they got it on 10.
Oh.
They got it on 10, D'Amico. I couldn't see how much body he gave him underneath, but Green's block was certainly clean. He looked like Dikembe Mutombo coming across the lane.
From our angle,
Yeah.
Green was taking up most of the space. We could not make out what D'Amico was
Those
doing.
Those Dikembe commercials are coming back out now.
Oh,
not in my house. I love those.
Oh, Dikembe, before my time.
Yeah.
I'm a youngster.
Gets 1 of 2 from the line. D'Amico bringing it in, gets it to Strain. It looks like the Bulldogs were supposed to pick up in pressure, but only their point guard did. Kicks it over to Merchant. Merchant swings it to D'Amico, drops it to Jacob, coming down the lane. Jacob gets tied up, gives it back to Merchant. Merchant trying to drive. He's got a world of blue shirts in front of him. And
Jacob somehow gets the rebound.
I'm telling you, that kid is ferocious.
He's
Jacob
scrappy.
Strain. Every player on that Griswold team should be taking Jacob Strain out to dinner after this game because he's getting every rebound and every loose ball. All right, Lopez starting to feel pretty frisky. Drains 1 for 3 from the corner. And now we're back into the full court pressure. Lucas taking it up into a trap, backs off before the trap has a chance to set. Jacobs got it, throws a tough pass. And the pressure got to the Wolverines that time. Little Butterfingers. Lopez going down. He's carrying the ball like a running back. 4 or 5 steps later, misses the layup, but they get it.
They do. That's Murphy with an easy 2 points. That brings the Bulldogs to within 7 now.
Yep, the Bulldogs seem to be matching the fire that the Wolverines ended the first half with, so they're not going away.
Definitely an exciting game in our hands.
Jacob probably had a wide open jumper from the elbow, tries to dump it down to D'Amico. And the Bulldogs are running, finds it wide open. The big fella.
Great block by Tyler Green.
Not in my house.
Very fast-paced
All right,
game.
let's slow this down here, fellas. Merchant taking a look. He's running through. D'Amico up top, kicks it back to Strain, over to the Jacob in the corner. Jacob tries to finish it from under the basket. Green comes up with the rebound. There you go. Jake takes the foul line jumper that he had open to him before, but the Bulldogs come up with the basketball. All right, Wolverines need a stop here. They need to take some of the air out of the sails. They give it to their big fella down there, but he's got Green riding his back like a backpack, and he thinks better of it. I think if the shadow of my defender was on the floor in front of me over my head, I'd think better about it too. Hey, Lucas.
I might as well.
Hey, Lucas driving it in.
Lucas Strain. 4th point of the night with that easy layup.
All right, that was a good exchange for the Wolverines. Takes a little bit of the run. Lopez. Oh, boy.
Big man three-pointer.
The big man, that's a 2. That's a 2. He was on the line, but the big man showing range. I know Lyman doesn't have a football team, but he'd be the starting guard, I can tell you that. And he just drained it from almost 3. He says, I'm not going to get it over Green in the paint, so I might as well shoot from out here with all the little guys. Green misses the layup, and the Bulldogs are running. Number 1, Lucy trying to take it down the floor. He's going to get trapped at midcourt. Great hands. He was out.
Gets it out to Lopez, who drives, kicks it back to the
big
fella.
man again. He thinks about it.
Oh, great hustle play by Lyman.
Yeah, outstanding. We got
number 2 threw out.
We got a lot of scrumming going on here. A rugby game almost broke out. Mass break. We're at the 3-minute 30-second mark of the third quarter. We got mass break, and it's time for some swagging again. Let's get some of this swag. So, ladies and gentlemen, we joke about it all the time, but your generosity, as it always has been, whether it's the athletic program or the scholastic programs or the music programs or the drama programs, your generosity has always been the lifeblood that's allowed us to do more for our kids than we ever should be able to do. So even if maybe you don't need this swag, everybody needs an extra hoodie. What do we got, Ryan?
That is true. We've got a lot in the catalog, as always, at fancloth.shop/MMVPR. Remember to take a look around. I mean, like I always say, a lot of options, customizable T-shirts, names, numbers. I mean, you could really deck yourself out in some nice Wolverine gear. Remember to share, and let everyone know about the Fan Cloth fundraiser for some Wolverine gear.
Very good, Ryan. You know, 2 years ago, I bought one of those Belichick sleeveless hoodies. Guess what happened? I fatted out of it. Over the COVID quarantine, I just fatted my way out of it.
I thought you were about to tell me you took your team to the Super Bowl, but...
Well, no, that's never happened. We did go to a state championship game in 2000, though.
Against Hyde Leadership.
Coldest, Hyde Leadership, Sons of Guns. Coldest game I've ever been involved in. Unbelievably frigid down on the turf. All right, here we go. There's 3.5 minutes left. It is 27-20. The margin has slimmed.
That is true. After the energetic end of the first half, Lyman has responded pretty well.
Yeah, they sure have. And that full court pressure that they're slapping on seems to be slowing down the Wolverines' mojo. Root is back in for Green. It's kicking around. The Wolverines are being real patient. Mattson has the ball right now, kicks it over to Merchant. Michael Strain enters the game. He's trying to post up on the low block. Sets a screen for his brother Jacob. And it keeps swinging. The Bulldogs have an admirable defensive set going here. The two big fellas are battling in the middle, but the Wolverines are being nice and patient. Jacob for three.
Can't get
rolls off the back rim, rebounded.
That was a good defensive stop by Lyman. They were not allowing any sort of good looks.
Yep. Yeah. Wolverines are starting
to rebound.
They're starting to play defense by reaching now, and they're not moving their feet quite as much as they were before. Merchant tries the runner, puts it off the glass into the hands of a Bulldog. Let's see if the Wolverines can move their feet and get back into the explosive defense that got them this lead. Lucas Strain back at the scorer's table, getting ready to check in. Wolverines for a good stretch in the first quarter. Oh boy, the big fella got loose. 42, the big fella for Lyman got loose.
It's Bendero.
Bendero. Rude with the ball, kicks it across court to Madsen. He tries the three. Nope, almost called glass on that one. Darrow gets the rebound, and the Bulldogs are content to bring it up slowly. Goes into the hands of Lopez. He's gonna get the set. He's calling motion. Their coach is calling motion. Common offense used against the man-to-man defense. There's going to be a lot of cutting and a lot of screening. And in this case, Lopez was just going to go 1-on-5 and take the shot. Back rimmed it.
All right. Now you're going to have a roster change for Griswold. You got Tyler Green coming in. You got Gavin D'Amico coming in. And Lucas Strain coming in.
Yep, Lucas replacing his brother. I have yet to see all three Strain on the floor at one time this year. It's going to be a big moment for me, I'm hoping.
I think the coach tries not to do that, so film lessons are a little less excruciating if they watch film in basketball.
They do. They're usually using my room for it.
Just like the football team did.
Hey, Lyman for three! Ooh. He sticks
Big
it!
Corner.
Dylan Lucy pulls the Bulldogs within two! Holy cow! To quote Phil Rizzuto. 52 seconds left. Wolverines need to stop the bleeding. They need a good possession here that results in a bucket. I'm not sure if coach doesn't want him to burn the whole quarter. They're in a very extended
That is true. Don't force
4-1.
anything. Don't force anything. You're up two. The other team's got a lot of momentum. Take the quarter.
Jacob Strain well out by half court. Hits a flashing D'Amico, and D'Amico very happy to get it back to Strain. They're definitely trying to run out the quarter now. Strain's looking at the clock. The defense tightens up. Green sets a nice screen. Gives it to Jacob in the corner.
Jacob Strain!
Jacob Strain for three! Lyman trying to end the quarter with a basket. No stupid fouls. He's going to shoot up a three. No good off the top of the basket. That is what the doctor ordered for the Wolverines, Ryan.
We have a tight game on our hands. Jacob Strain making Coach Mileski happy with a great three-pointer to end the third quarter.
The beauty of it was they burnt the whole last 60-plus seconds of that quarter and did exactly what they needed to do. They were in, it looked like a 4-to-score-ish look, and they burnt it. They were very patient. Lucas stayed up top. Different players flashed up, got the ball, waited until they were covered. Once the guy comes within 6 feet of him, the official can start calling for a 5-second violation because nobody's moving. When that was imminent, kicked it back to Lucas. Lucas handled the ball, burnt in a minute, and then kicks it to Jacob, who drains the tray to end the quarter.
Yes, a great look by Jacob. And, you know, like I said before, this is a tight game. This is really, it could go either way. I mean, Griswold's up 5, but Lyman's playing pretty physical. I think every one of those big guys on each team are putting their bodies on the line.
Oh, there's no question. Yeah, it looked like at that run at the end of the first quarter that Griswold had stuck a fork in them and they were done. But, I mean, there's plenty.
They came with some juice.
There's plenty of fight left in those Bulldogs. They are back to play, and we are at a 5-point game. Wolverine fans at home, if you have any fingernails left, start chewing on them because we are in a barn burner. This is a beauty. What else would you rather be doing on a Thursday night beside actually sitting in the gym and watching your kid play? But other than that, we hope we're in adequate second place. The ball is going to go to the Wolverines because of the possession arrow to start the half. It gets to Lucas up at the top of the key, other side of half court. Green sets up in the foul line. Drops a nice screen. Lucas goes to the hole. Probably could have taken that layup. Green finishes the layup. Puts the Wolverines up 7.
Tyler Green getting his head at the rim right there.
I know. He hits his head on his back in the backboard. Lopez is barking orders to his team. He wants them to move, frustratedly yelling at them to move. And we get a flash to the high post. Lopez dives down, kicks it over into the corner. 14, takes a 3, misses it. And guess what white jersey is on that rebound? Oh, Jacob Strain. Yeah, right. He's a dirt dog today, Ryan. He's everywhere.
He really is. He's that just goes to show, how much the hustle of one player can actually affect the game. And,
I'd always heard that Lucas wins the wrestling matches at home, but I'm having a hard time believing it right now. Lucas drives, kicks it to Jacob in the corner. Jacob up fakes, drives to the hoop. Can't finish, but Green does. But Green does. The Wolverines are on a 4-point run to start the fourth quarter. 1 minute passed. We're down to 7 left in the game. Wolverines have a 9-point lead. Big number 42 up top. Jacob hits the floor. Kicks it across Lopez for a deep 3. Can't get it to go. D'Amico gets the rebound, gives it to Strain, and they're in no hurry. Jacob has taken his time bringing the ball up the floor. The screen comes from Green. Yep. Merchant tried to dribble through a triple team, got picked, and the Bulldogs are the other way. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep, that was a hip check. That could have been a high stick. That could have been about anything you wanted it to be.
Jacob Strain getting a little bit too physical.
He's
He
getting a little frisky, and he just said, Mr. Lopez, I don't think you need to be on your feet anymore. All right, the Wolverines are getting their defense set. Still in there, tough man. Bulldogs are trying to inbound the ball. D'Amico is on Lopez, who they're really trying to get the ball to. Lopez comes up high, gets the ball, and they switch off, putting Merchant now on Lopez. Green just patrolling that paint and discouraging any kind of pass. Number 3.
Oh! Sinks a three-pointer.
3.
Jaden
Lopez. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. If we have any Lopez fans watching tonight, congratulations. Your kid's shooting the lights out. Lucas going nice and slow, gets the rub from Green. Lucas, a little bit of runner down the lane, can't finish, but Green does. Green has been everywhere on the boards here in the fourth quarter.
I mean, what can you even do? What can you even do when
he was having a little
the next guy.
having a little trouble finishing the bunnies. Lopez down the lane, tries to kick it over, off the fingertips. They swing, Lopez in the paint. Falls short, Green's got it. Nice and patiently looks for the kick out. Goes out to Lucas, kicks to Jacob in the corner. And Jacob swings it over to Merchant. Merchant eyeballing the 3.
Merchant creating some space there.
But thinks better of it. All right, the players reset. Lucas drives to the elbow, rolls one out. The Wolverines are becoming acutely aware of where number 3 is on the floor at all times, and that's probably a good idea.
I would say for sure. Lucas Strain, the facilitator, taking his time.
All right, we got a timeout, White. And we are at the 4:42 mark here in the fourth quarter. And the Wolverines are ahead of the Bulldogs right now, 36-28. But you know what? I don't feel comfortable yet, Ryan.
And I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I would not feel comfortable right now because this is a very tight game. You like to see, so far in this game, there's been a lot of runs. It's gone scoring stretches. Griswold goes off, Lyman goes off. Griswold goes off, Lyman goes off, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Thank you. From the booth, we just got an update of our ladies' game. It's 16-11 Griswold at 2:21 left to go in the first half. So good for you, ladies. Go get them.
Love to see a doubleheader win tonight.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Love to see it. Griswold's in position, but they have got to maintain the physicality, because this is a tight game.
It sounds like a tight game in both venues right now. And I'm not feeling all that comfy yet. Talk to me in about 4 minutes and 42 seconds, and I'll give you a real good prediction.
I'd love to call a girls' game one of these days.
Well, what do you got tomorrow? Hey, by the way, to our listening audience, the whole point of doing these commentating and have me doing the play-by-play and have a student doing the color was to turn this entirely into a student booth whenever possible. That's always our goal here at Griswold, is to let the students do it. And I'm pretty excited to say that tomorrow is going to be an entirely student booth. We'll talk about that in our next break. Jacob's got the ball at the top of the key. Tyler sets a screen. Jacob hard down the lane and finishes for two. That could easily have been an and one. All right, the Wolverines going to come back and slap on some nasty D. The Bulldogs are coming down court with a little less pep in their step. Maybe they're feeling the pressure of an insurmountable lead, but I wouldn't yet. Lob pass into the paint. Yeah, there was a little acting there. Jacob got him. Yeah, he got him, but he's looking around like he's been severely wronged by somebody. Good for him. Why not work the stripes? All right, it's under the basket for the Bulldogs. They kick it. Lopez thinks about a three, dribbles in, dumps it to the big man, and Mr. Merchant says, that could have been a double dribble. That was close. All right, Jacobs at the top of the key. He drives the lane again, kicks it out wide to D'Amico. D'Amico finds Lucas at the left elbow. He's going to get it high to Merchant in just a minute. Nope, Lucas pulls it back out. They are certainly sniffing around Merchant a lot. Merchant tries to drive, no going. Bulldogs are going to have to tighten up, or the Wolverines are just going to eat the entire clock. Lucas drives the lane, misses the layup. Bulldogs are on the run. Lopez has the ball. That means a shot is imminent. Kicks it over to number one, Lucy. Lucy thinks about the three, doesn't have it, kicks it back up to Lopez at the top of the key. They better think about running something quick because they're ticking off a lot of time and they don't have, and it's off Lopez's hands going out. First time I've seen that kid dejected the whole game.
That is true. The no-shot clock can be a blessing and a curse in
Sure
the late
can.
stages of a game.
Yeah, we're at 3 minutes and 9 seconds now, and two possessions just took off about a minute and a half. We're still at 38. What do we got? 38-28. It's a 10-point lead. Not insurmountable, but we're at the mask break.
Indeed
so what
we
I was
are.
saying earlier, Ryan, and for our listening audience that's going to tune in tomorrow, for when hey, Kyle in the Turtle Lot, the Griswold boys, our Griswold guys team, will host those pesky Turtle Lot Tigers here tomorrow. And for the first time, we're going to have an all-student booth, which was the goal from the get-go.
That is
You
true.
excited?
I am very excited. I'm a little nervous, but
Get out.
I think I can handle it.
You get to, you have the gift of gab. There's no question. You get to move one seat to the right, and you're going to be calling the play-by-play while the big boy, Baby Sasquatch, A.J. Hamill, will be doing the color tomorrow night.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
So for those
Love
of you,
my man AJ.
oh, it's going to be great. You guys will be super. I'm going to be here so I can announce the starting lineups and just sit up here with you guys and try to make you make mistakes and talk to you while you're on the air.
I'd expect nothing less of you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Merchant is now going to take the ball in from the sideline. The Bulldogs are in tight man-to-man D. Lucas gets it at the top of the key, being dogged by number 11 for the Bulldogs, pun intended, and he pulls it out. They're going to have to strap on some pretty nasty and tight man-to-man, or else the Wolverines are going to tick-tock this thing away. Almost a turnover, gets in the hand of Jacob Strain. Jacob thinking about going baseline, gets stumped, sends it to Merchant at the top of the key. Merchant for three, rolls it out. Lopez has it, and he's on the run.
Rare sight watching him miss a three.
This kid is a firecracker. Lopez with the red shoes and the shorty shorts. He almost looks like he's in a wrestling singlet, doesn't he? He looks like about a 140-pounder. He's going to take somebody on for the pin. He's a scrappy kid, though. Oh, the big. They almost
Green gets a hand on it.
Yep.
And Lucas Strain winds up with the ball.
Green setting a good screen. That's all Tyler should be doing the rest of the time. That's all Tyler Green should be doing until the ball gets. Just let Lucas run off his screens because Tyler's a big wide body, and there's nobody on that Lyman team that's got his size.
Definitely. And Lucas Strain has been running a track meet in the backcourt every time he gets the ball. Lyman loves to do that little full court press.
He's probably not even breathing hard.
Oh, not breaking a sweat. No way. No way.
This
is a warm up.
He's going to go out and run 6 after the game just to get loose. It's a cool down lap around town.
Meanwhile, you should have seen me today at the first conditioning track practice.
How'd that go?
Tell you what, it was great to be back on the track.
I bet it was.
Running around. Oh my goodness.
I bet it was.
Did that. We did some core workouts. I'm excited.
Who's your coach for that?
We got Coach Nixon.
Coach Nixon and Coach Ansel coaches the weights, right?
Oh yeah. Coach A.
Gotta love Coach A. If any of you have not had the chance to ever meet Phil Ansel,
you're missing out.
I don't think there's another person in the world I would want to sit and have them tell me stories for days at a time than Phil Ansel. Oh, yeah. We often joked on the football staff that we have to write the book. We're going to add a new chapter to the Bible called The Book According to Phil and just let him talk. And he's the most interesting human being I've ever met. Truly, truly a gentle giant and a sweet man. Love that man, Phil Ansel. The mayor of Griswold. All right, Merchant inbounds the ball to the backcourt. It's got Jacob Strain trying to bring it up against Lopez. Lopez is dogging him. D'Amico sets the screen.
Almost sets the screen on Jacob Strain.
Yeah. All right. Strain fouled. And nobody's in the bonus right now. That's the first foul. Is that the first foul on Lyman in the second half?
It might be. It's been a pretty clean game from Lyman.
Holy cow. You got to love these new mask combined with whistle kind of things that the officials have to wear now. They can't hold their whistles in their hand anymore, and they have to mask on. It's kind of a Hannibal Lecter looking thing, but, I like it.
Yeah, I think wearing masks have kind of made everybody's job just a little bit more difficult. Not difficult, more just a nuisance.
It certainly is, but that's a good looking. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Silence of the Lambs driving. Lucas breaks free, goes up, lays it in. Oh, front rims it, can't do it. He wants to finish it, but Weiser, he pulls it out. Jacob's got it at half court. And he gets mugged. Probably wisely. Why wouldn't you if you were the Bulldogs?
That is true.
You've only fouled 3 times in the half.
Lyman's defense has been very physical the last 30 seconds.
You know what? I'm impressed with these Lyman kids. They're afraid of nothing. They like to scrap it up. And so do our guys. So good match.
Well, certainly.
D'Amico trying to go back door. They find Jacob in the backcourt. Jacob's going to bring it up. Here comes Lopez with bad intentions. Jacob swings it. Swings it back. Another foul. You got
Jaden Lopez.
You got Tommy Matson. You got D'Amico. You got Jacob. You got Merchant, and you got Rude on the floor right now. That's probably the better ball handling lineup that they can put on.
I would certainly say.
Coach Molesky making a good decision here and putting his best ball handlers on the floor.
Most likely.
Because the pressure has gotten intense.
Oh, certainly. And Lyman's come out in a very tight man, and it seems to be working as Griswold's not been able to get a shot off here.
Oh, nice dump down. Oh, boy. What do we got? Called the block. The 2 officials couldn't make up their mind, but a block was called, and that was a great dump down pass by Lopez, dumping it down to Josh Pearson. Oh, they called it on the floor? Because he made the bucket. Am I dreaming?
I'm not sure. I think the blocking foul negates the bucket, and they're just going to take it on the floor.
Got just about a minute and a half left here. Wolverines holding on to that 10-point lead. Shooter going to the corner. Lopez tries to free up. He's taking it with his right hand down the lane. Takes it in traffic.
Whoa.
Dumps it to the big fella. They go right around Green, but they can't make the bunny.
Jacob Strain
now the full
team.
court, man, the swarming happens. You got
Merchant gets triple teamed.
Every time a white jersey touches the ball, a small colony of blue jerseys comes over and attacks them.
That is true, and I believe with Lucas Strain sitting out, I believe Jacob Strain will be Griswold's facilitator in the offense, their number one ball handler option, which, you know, good option because Lucas and Jacob and Michael, of course, very similar skill.
Yeah, very similar.
Skill and athletics.
You know, skills, DNA, you know, the whole thing.
It's almost like they're brothers. It's crazy.
Both coaches are making offensive and defensive subs, depending on which side of the ball they're on at the moment. Way in the backcourt, Jacob gets it. He's under our own hoop. And a full court.
Another foul.
Foul? Well, they got to do it. They got to get him into the shooting fouls.
Right.
They got to get him into shooting fouls, hoping that they miss. That's pretty much the only shot they have right now, but it's still, I've seen crazier things than 10 points scored in a minute 15.
That is true. Anything can happen in the world of sports. Especially with the intensity that this Lyman defense is playing at right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they managed to get something.
Oh, and the pressure worked. The pressure worked. It's blue ball. Went off Matson's hands, and it's blue ball. Here come the offensive ball handling sub shooters for the Bulldogs. And right under their own hoop. Bulldogs are going to try to cut into this lead. Lopez has it, dumps it down, kicks it all the way across.
Deep pass.
For three.
Duak can't get it to fall.
Green sky. Oh, green skies. Nope. That was a white ball knocked out. Green skies for the rebound, but he brings it down to Munchkin land where all the guards can get it. Big fella, you're 6'7". Keep it over your head.
It'd be funny watching him just hold the ball up in the air.
Yeah, and the other kid by the forehead. You can't get it. You can't get it. You can't get it. Coach Molesky calls a timeout.
Minute 3 left. 10-point game. Griswold has the lead. Very exciting game.
It really is. It really is. Not one-sided at all. I think Griswold has appeared to this point to be the better team, but I'm going to shut up, and just in case I just jinxed them.
You never know.
That's all right. All the parents will be waiting for me in the parking lot when it's over. Oh, Mr. Churchill. Sorry.
That means don't leave, people. Don't be the person who left Super Bowl 51 when it's 28-3. Don't be one of the. You'll regret it. You'll regret it.
And that's coming from a Steelers fan. That's impressive.
Yeah, I don't like to remember it, but I have to.
All right, the Wolverines are bringing it in now. You got full court pressure man, and there is nobody on the ball. So they're just, it's deep.
Hail Mary to number 2, Jacob Strain.
Jacob takes it up, tries to roll it in. Had Lopez on his back, but he's able to make it. Wolverines are back on defense. The Bulldogs are in a hurry. Number 2's got it for the Bulldogs. He swings it over to Lopez. He's got a wide open 3 and airs it out.
Gets it to fall.
Lopez for 3. Lopez for 3, an immediate timeout by the Bulldogs.
That three-pointer puts Lopez at 10 points on the game. And what other time to do it?
Lopez,
time.
That's it, 10? He's been everywhere. Lopez has been the difference maker.
10 is a third of their points.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Lopez has been a real difference maker for the Lyman Bulldogs tonight. Very confident player, tough player.
Yeah, he's definitely he's keeping them alive right now.
Yeah.
He's looking fantastic.
All right, so we're at 40-31 with 48 seconds-ish left to go. A lot can happen. And the Bulldogs are one foul away from being in the bonus, which means on their next foul, the Wolverines shoot. Two or 3 on a shooting foul, or 1 and 1 if the foul is on the floor. So right now, their first concern is just get the ball in bounds. That tenacious blue defense has caused a couple of turnovers lately. And they're, again, not playing the ball. They have a player just playing safety, just playing free safeties, floating and roaming. They're not going to let that bomb happen. It comes into Jacob. Jacob is not appreciating the hard foul. Or he really likes that kid's sweatband and is mad that he's not wearing it.
We'll go with the second one.
Okay.
Don't take it personally.
And the subs come again. The defensive, offensive subs come again for the Bulldogs. Lucas Strain checking back in for the Wolverines. He's going to replace. Big Tyler Green, and You know, Coach Molesky making the same type of subs. All right, Jacob's got a 1-and-1. Jacob back ribs it. Rebound taken by the Bulldogs. Tough pass to Lopez. And
miscommunication.
Yep, two
That's
players
my
on the
fault.
same ball. Tough pass to Lopez. Boots him right off the top of the sneakers. You know, this next 41 seconds could take an hour and a half. 'Cause it's just going to be get the ball in, foul. Get the ball in, foul. Turnover, foul. Turnover, foul. Yep, there's the turnover. Gets to Lopez. Lopez sets up. Oh, he misses the bunny from the left side. Jacob gets it. No, but they get it. 14 and the timeout comes. It's these kind of coaching situations that really shows if the coaches are worth their salt. You got tight games like this, so much of it hinges on when you call the timeout, what defense you come in, who's on the floor, all that kind of stuff.
7-point game here with 31 left.
Oh, baby, I'm getting clammy again. I was feeling I got to stop relaxing because each time I do, I just tighten right back up. Whew. I'm getting agita.
And you know, I was like I was trying to say earlier, there are three things that I think are the longest things you will go through, and it's trips to the DMV. It is C period at Griswold High School
with lunch rotations.
Yep, and it is the last 2 minutes of a close basketball game.
You could be exactly right. You could be exactly right.
I didn't go to Griswold High School back when there was long period, but I've heard the nightmare stories.
Well, the long period was just what our regular period is now.
How long were the other blocks?
48 minutes. All right, here we go. D'Amico inbounds it. Oh, he hits it long.
Deep bomb to Jacob Strain.
Jacob finishes the layup. That's the second time Strain has gotten loose on the full court man press. It gets into the hand of Lopez. Lopez really wants that three. He kicks it all the way over to number 11. 11 tries to bring the rain. Hey, it's a high bounce off the rim. It hits the structure above the glass, which is out of bounds. Comes back. D'Amico's got it out of bounds. They're not going to let Jacob get the bomb this time, but he's got it in the. Boy, 31's only job on the floor right now for Lyman is to hunt ball. That's it. Wherever the ball goes, you go trap it.
Griffin and Murphy stepping out for Lyman. As Griswold's also doing some subs. Souvenance comes in for D'Amico.
Fortunately, we've been able to burn almost 15 seconds. And Michael Strain coming in.
And Kyle Roos
Still don't have three Strains on the floor.
It'd be an anomaly.
Yeah,
It would be.
Wishful thinking, I know. All right, Jacob. Let me get the front end of this one-on-one. And he doesn't. Rattles it out. Souvenance gets the rebound, though.
And fouled.
1-on-1. Hey, guess who? Jeff Souvenance there late in the game to do something big. He's been doing it all year.
What a spark plug.
I said last game we're going to get T-shirts of this kid printed up. You're going to love Jeff Souvenance. Whatever he gets on the floor, he does something productive. Off the back iron. Fortunately for the Wolverines, it is out of bounds off of Lyman. And see if the Wolverines going to bucket here, but they just want to stay alive. Get the ball out and keep dribbling as long as you can until you
run that clock out. You got 10 seconds left.
Until you get hacked. Oh, there it goes to Rude.
Kyle Rude muscles his way.
Rude fakes the up screen, comes down hard to the box. No foul here. Just don't foul him. Lopez rattles one in. Time the game. In this barn burner at Griswold High School, our Wolverines come out victorious, 44-35. Holy cow, Mr. Palillo.
That was a fun game to watch, I'll say. Jacob Strain and Evan Merchant, really, really a dynamic duo for Griswold. And Lyman, a little bit of everyone. Jaden Lopez, let's talk about him for a minute. He was he was really out there shooting. And, you know, might be a loss for Lyman, but they played out of their minds.
You know, you're absolutely
they played
right.
to the buzzer. They were playing to the buzzer. Physical game.
They played a very tough brand of basketball, and Lopez shined as their physical leader. I don't have the students' grades, meaning their ages here, but Lopez definitely he out-toughed a lot of people. I mean, he's a tough kid. And he brought the rain a couple of times when they really needed it. I was shocked. I think he ended up the game with 12 points, but seemed like he was everywhere and in on anything.
That is true. He was indeed. It's always fun coming out here and calling these games, Mr. C.
Man, it always is. Man, this was a ton of fun. Could you hear my metal heart valve ticking the whole time? Probably sound like the crocodile from Peter Pan, with all this excitement going on. Holy
tick-tock,
Christmas!
tick-tock.
Tick-tock. That was awesome. A lot of fun. And I wish you and AJ the best tomorrow night. I'll be around. I'm excited. I'll make sure I have a headset on so I can.
Same time tomorrow night. Griswold versus Tortolot.
That's it. Same time, same place. Here on GSPN, Griswold Sports Network. For my partner, Ryan Pillillo, who will be moving to this chair tomorrow night. And everybody up in the booth and all the cameramen, this is Ray Churchill saying good night for now. And we'll see you tomorrow night on GSPN, Griswold Sports Network. And hopefully we're celebrating another big Griswold win. Have a great night, everybody.